Hello from San Antonio, this is SIREN Tarot. Welcome back to another Pick a Card reading. How will we meet? Subscriber's request. This reading is timeless, and for this reading there are 4 different options. This will be pile 1. This will be pile 2. This will be for pile 3. And for Quattro, we have my birthstone, the amethyst, pile 4. My son just sneezed. I see all these specks after I've cleaned and wiped and cleaned and wiped. White table problems. As always, timestamps will be provided. Take a deep breath and make your selection. If you chose the first stone, here's your reading. How will you meet your soulmate, your husband, your wife, your optimal life partner? Starting with Swoon Cake Tarot, one of my mini decks available at makeplayingcards.com. I made a new deck last night, 44 cards. It's an oracle deck called Yes, No, Disco. Ordered my deck. As soon as I receive it, I will use it on the channel. Throat chakra clearing. 1:11 p.m. San Antonio, Texas. 1:11 p.m. on the stove clock. I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride to make it easier. Cuatro de Oros, 4 Pentacles. Let the children's laughter also remind us how we used to be. Siete de Oro, 7 of Pentacles. Beautiful, all this gold. Leo vibes, well, the Sun, the most positive card in the deck, that is a Leo card. Whitney Houston was a Leo. I love to sing. I have Mars, Jupiter, North Node, and Vertex in the 5th house, the house of Leo. My son's father is a double Leo. I say double Leo, he has Sun and Moon and Mercury and Mars in Leo, my 12th house. Okay, the Morgan Greer Tarot. Wheel of Fortune, the Lovers, the Emperor, all this fire, the Sun, Leo, the Emperor, Aries, Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius, the Lovers, of course, is Gemini. I'm getting strong summertime vibes for obvious reasons. I feel like you could meet this person in the summer. I don't know the year. I very rarely call out years. When I'm doing client readings. If they're asking, when will this person contact me again? When will I have a new love? Whatever. I usually look at seasons, like Aries season, Taurus season, Leo season, etc. I'm not seeing a particular season, but I'm seeing the summer so far. You can meet this person in the summer. Maybe not this summer, but some summer. The SIREN Tarot. Oh, and I got this new deck. I just received it today from Amazon. The Karma cards, the Karma Tarot deck. It's really deep in the astrology. It talks about the sign, the house, and I don't know. I need to explore it. I watched a couple of deck reviews on it at YouTube, but I'm going to explore it. I've got some astrological dice on the way, and I'm going to do a really in-depth tarot refresher course. I mean, not tarot, astrology refresher course at my Patreon. I'm going to talk about the houses, the signs, the aspects, all of that. So check out my Patreon for in-depth tarot tutorials and astrology videos. Ten of Swords, Queen of Cups, Four of Swords. How will you meet? So I combined 4 different basic bitch bicycle decks for synchronicity purposes. Oops. A good hard shuffle. That was terrible. The cards are really stiff. Ace of Cups. So I'm seeing a range. So the summer, Gemini season, Cancer season, Leo season. June, July, August. 8 of Cups. Knight of Wands. Tracemas. Six of Swords, Seven of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. That is really rare that 2 signifiers come out together like that. So there could be a bit of an age gap. One of you has more fire in your natal chart, one of you has more earth. Strong sexual attraction. I see you meeting in a natural way, meaning not on a dating app, not on social media. I mean, to me, social media is not natural because you get a sense of someone on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, then you meet in person and it's different. It just is. I've said numerous times that I met my first husband online, and this was before social media. This was in 2000. It was before MySpace. There was Zanga. But anyway, we had a really strong connection. We talked for hours. We sent gifts in the mail. We determined pretty early on that we were going to get married. So we started talking online in March. We met in person in August when I flew into New York from Texas. And it was good. There was chemistry. We had things in common, but it was also terrible. We were not a match. Now, if we had met in a natural way, if we had dated locally and there hadn't been so much buildup, we probably would have parted ways. We would not have married each other because we fought in the very beginning. We had terrible fights. We weren't a match, but we had invested so much time and energy and planning, and it was very codependent. So we got married that December in Austin, but the marriage did not last. So you have to meet in person and get a sense. You have to establish chemistry in person. That's my very strong belief. I see you meeting in a natural, organic way, meaning it's going to catch you by surprise. It's total serendipity. You could meet at an outdoor music festival. You could be volunteering for some event. It could be a marathon. But I'm getting summer vibes and outdoor vibes. You could be hiking on a trail. You could be hiking a trail you've hiked a million times before, your regular place, and then you cross paths. When I was going to UTSA, I had an apartment at the medical center in San Antonio, and I would go to the O.P. Schnabel Park, this gorgeous park in San Antonio with all these trails, and I would go and walk and jog. And I never met anyone there, but I'm getting strong outdoor vibes and physicality, sweating. And it's really going to catch you off guard. And I feel like one or both of you, before you meet, you're closing the chapter on a relationship. You're walking away from a relationship. It may have just been a connection. It may have been someone that you had met online. You couldn't get it together in the 3D. There was distance. There was all kinds of stuff. I don't know. You couldn't get it together, so it ended. Or it could have been a relationship that ended. One or both of you could be going through a divorce, finalizing a divorce maybe when you meet. But it's going to be a strong attraction. I am getting soulmate vibes. So you look into each other's eyes and you have that instant recognition that you have with soulmates. I've experienced it a few times. I don't believe we only have one soulmate. That's ridiculous. For one thing, soulmates are not always romantic and sexual. Your kids can be your soulmates. Your relatives can be soulmates. So friends can be soulmates. So the term that I use is optimal life partner. This is the person you're going to have the most romantic sexual success with. This is someone you're probably going to marry, maybe have children with. A possible astral combo for this person: they could have Sun in Aries, Leo rising, Moon in Gemini. That's one possibility. But I feel like this person is very masculine. They have a lot of stuff in air and fire. Total confidence. They express themselves very easily. This is a person who has no trouble getting on stage, doing a TED talk or singing karaoke, whatever, performing. I feel like this person's very confident. They're extroverted. They are creative. I'm getting musician vibes. So they could write music, they could play music, record music. And I'm getting a one-syllable name. If it's a guy, like Mike, Rob, Seth, Josh, Luke, Mark. If it's a woman, 2-syllable. Sarah, Casey, Susan. But this is really positive, high vibration energy. I love this energy. And I just saw a carnival, a Ferris wheel. It's pretty obvious. That's an obvious association with Wheel of Fortune, a Ferris wheel. I just read Carney. It was this cheesy movie with Gary Busey and Jodie Foster that was made in the early 80s, and there was a book, a novelization of the movie, and I just read that and watched the movie 2 or 3 times. It's free on YouTube. So anyway, I just cracked up reading the comment section of the movie. Someone made the comment, they said, circuses have clowns. They don't have clowns at carnivals, because in the movie, in the book, Gary Busey is a clown carnival, a carnival clown. 1:23 p.m. San Antonio, Texas. So that's what I'm seeing for pile 1. I hope that helps. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlists, my zodiac readings, and my Patreon, Muchas gracias. And if you chose the second stone, pile 2, here is your reading. Starting with Swoon Cake Tarot, one of my mini decks available at makeplayingcards.com. I've got a new deck on the way. I just designed it last night using Canva. Yes, no, disco. An oracle deck, 44 cards. Yes and no, and it's not just yes, no on 44 cards. I got really creative with it. As soon as my deck arrives, I will use it on the channel. Rey de Oros, that's a strong start. The Husband card, King of Pentacles. Nueve de Bastos, 9 of Wands. Siete de Bastos, 7 of Wands. I feel like you've already met this person. You've known this person for a while, but let's keep going. The Morgan Greer Tarot. Nine of Pentacles, Nueve de Oros. Page of Cups, Soto de Copas. Two of Swords, Dos de Espadas. I feel like this is someone you've not talked to in a while. You're going to reconnect. Samirame. Nine of Wands. Yeah, you know this person, Nueve de Bastos. Sorry if you're wanting someone new. This is not a new person. The Fool, El Loco. King of Pentacles again, Rey de Oros. You're going to marry this person and you're going to have at least one child. I'm seeing a boy. It's pretty obvious. Page of Cups. I'm seeing a boy. A sensitive, artistic, creative boy. So you've met. Flippity damn doodah. I'll go ahead and take those. The Two of Cups, those de Copas, Five of Cups, Cinco de Copas. And I'll take this one, Seven of Swords, the Espadas. Could be complicated, could be third party or multiple party. How did you meet? I have no idea. How did you meet? This person you've known for a while, this person you're going to marry. Seven of Swords again. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Yeah, I'm seeing multiple party, meaning you or both with other people when you met. I see you meeting online. Or, I usually just stick to one thing, but it could be that you met online, social media, or it could be that you reconnected online, meaning you went to school together, high school, college, and then you became friends on Facebook, something like that. And you thought, damn, Why do we have to be with other people? I don't know. Life happens. You took different paths. You married other people, and then you reconnect on social media. That's what I'm getting really strong for pile 2. I see you getting married eventually. You'll divorce the people you're with or end those relationships. You'll marry each other and have at least one child. I'm seeing a son. So I am seeing covert, secretive communication. It looks like you've not spoken in a while, but you're going to reconnect. They could send you a message and say, I'm finally finalizing the divorce, whatever. I want to meet you. Let's get together for coffee, tea, ice cream cones, whatever. You may regard this person as a twin flame, soulmate, but you feel a very strong spiritual connection with this person. You feel like they rejected you at some point. They may have blocked you. You may have blocked them. But I see you reconnecting and getting married. Won't be everyone's story, but it will resonate with a few people. A possible astral combo for this person: Sun in Taurus, Cancer rising, Moon in Gemini. It's one possibility of many. You could have the Sun-Moon conjunction. You see that with soulmates. It's very common. For instance, if they have their Sun in Taurus conjunct your Moon in Taurus. A conjunction has to be within 10 degrees to count. To be really strong, to be really intense, 5 degrees or less. So say they have their Sun at 18 Taurus, and you have your Moon at 17 Taurus, something like that. But there's really good energy here. There's really good synastry. You just have some stuff to work through, obviously, if you are in other relationships. I feel like they have sent you playlists at some point. These songs remind me of you. And this is someone you have known for years. I really don't know what else to say about it. It came out really clear. That's really strong to have 7 of Swords twice, King of Pentacles twice. I feel like you're both parents already, and you're going to have a child together. That's coming through very clear for pile 2. So that's what I see. I hope that helps. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlists, my zodiac readings, my Patreon for in-depth tarot tutorials and astrology videos. Muchas gracias. And if you chose pile 3, here is your reading. Starting with Swoon Cake Tarot, one of my mini decks available at makeplaincards.com. I've got a new Oracle deck on the way. 2 Oracle decks, actually. One I just ordered a few hours ago. I made it last night using Canva. It's 44 cards. It's yes, no, disco. It's all yes, no cards. But it's not just yes, no. I had fun with it. Got really creative with it. Uno más. Bueno. As de bastos, Ace of Wands. Tres de copas, 3 of cups. Seis de espadas, 6 of swords. This is probably going to start out as a long-distance relationship. Morgan Greer Tarot. Knight of Swords, Caballo de Espadas. If you're new to my channel, no, I don't read reversals. I have a few videos of this channel explaining how I read cards. I go more in depth at my Patreon. I call this the sex card, 8 of Wands, 8 de Bastos. La Templanza, Temperance. The Semirame Tarot. Knight of Wands, Caballo de Bastos. 6 of Wands, 6 de Bastos. 2 of Swords, 2 de Espadas. Nine of Cups, 9 de Copas, 2 of Wands, 2 de Bastos, 7 of Wands, 8 de Bastos. Okay, this is definitely not a fairy tale. I don't believe in those. I've never found those to be true in my life. As much as I loved fairy tales when I was a kid, my maternal grandmother had these childcraft books that were published in the 50s. Beautiful illustrations. And she would read Rapunzel to me and Hansel and Gretel, which is not romantic, but Rapunzel is, Sleeping Beauty, etc. Anyway, when I found out I was pregnant with my son in 2007, I went on eBay and ordered my own childcraft books, the same ones that my grandmother read fairy tales to me from. This is not a fairy tale, meaning that, you know, that's my son sneezing in the other room. Meaning that you meet at a wedding or you meet in the grocery store and it's just instant love and you fall in love and you date and it's romantic and there's respect and there's instant rapport and it's just 9 of Cups all over the place, rainbows and roses and unicorns and fairies. And after 6 months of dating, you have this amazing, elaborate, lavish wedding and doves are released to the sunset sky. No, it's not like that. So what is it like, Siren Tarot? Spill the damn tea already. 10 of Pentacles. You are going to marry this person. And that's pretty much, that's the general idea. How will you meet your optimal life partner, the person you're going to marry eventually? 2 marriage cards side by side. I love it. 4 of Wands, 4 de Bastos. 5 of Pentacles, 5 de Oros. This is the overcomer pile. And it's very appropriate because I actually picked this pile for myself. So, when I was a Christian, I've been a Christian on and on throughout my life because I was brought up Christian, Southern Baptist in Texas. Anyway, during one of my Christian phases in the early 90s, I went to this small church in Kerrville, Texas by Shriner University where I went to college a couple of semesters. I think it was a non-denominational church, and there was this visiting prophetess, the seer, and I guess she was a preacher. I don't know. This woman who was just amazing. She was speaking prophecies on people, and she looked at me and she said, "You have the energy of an overcomer. I see a lot of rain in your life, but then I see a beautiful rainbow. And my maiden name is Rainwater." So, and that was very true. You know, I never thought that I would get married. I was a loner. I was a wallflower. I was always in my sisters' and my cousins' shadows. They were popular. They always had boyfriends. I never really had a boyfriend in high school. Never went to a dance, never went to a prom. So eventually I got married a couple of times to a man from New York and a man from New Mexico. And I do dream of marrying again at some point. Not anytime soon. I mean, I'm not dating, I'm not looking, but I do dream of meeting someone and getting it right. Third time is a charm and all that. So you're going to marry this person. This is your ideal. This is your optimal life partner. But it's going to start off really slow. You could start off as friends. It could start off casual. Eventually, obviously, feelings will be caught. And it's deep and it's profound and it's beautiful. But there is resistance in the beginning. There are obstacles. I see distance, and there could be other people. So you're going to have a lot of doubt, a lot of uncertainty in the beginning. You're going to think, this person is not into me at all. They're out of my league. They're way too good to be true. And then I see them catching you off guard, taking you by surprise, sending you a letter, an email, a text message, something. And they're going to express to you that they want to be with you. It's weird because it's this non-linear progression. It's like you meet, possibly online, because it's long distance. You meet, you connect, it's strong, but then there's this fear and this doubt and this resistance, so you don't get into a relationship. And then you reconnect. And you may reconnect a few times before you finally establish, okay, we're going to do this thing. And you're together and you're in a relationship. It's like in When Harry Met Sally, Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan, how at the end they're explaining how they got married, and they had known each other for years. They had been friends. And then when Billy Crystal just has this epiphany, he's in love with Meg Ryan, with her character. After they get together as a couple, they've exchanged words, they've established they're in love and all that. It happened really quickly. Once they got to that point, they were married in, like, I don't know, a few months. So I'm seeing something like that, where there's history, but it's really complicated, and there was all this buildup, and then disappointment, separation. You come back together, you reunite, and then it happens really quickly. Once it's established that you are in love, you're going to have a really quick whirlwind courtship, and you're going to get married, and it's going to last. That's really strong, to have 10 of Pentacles and 4 of Wands. But overcoming something, overcoming doubt, uncertainty, insecurities. Oh God, I'm seeing the last scene of Jerry Maguire. It's 1:41 p.m. on the stove clock, San Antonio, Texas. Timeless reading. You complete me. That's what I think when I see Temperance, especially in the last row. You complete each other. There is this symbiosis, this beautiful balance. One of you's an extrovert, one of you's an introvert. One of you has more fire and water in your natal chart. One of you has more air and earth, and you just complement the hell out of each other. And you're an unlikely match. People would not put the two of you together at all. So there could be an age gap. You could be from different cultures. Something is weird. Something is offbeat here. I'm getting strong Venus and Aquarius vibes. I have Venus in Aquarius and Sun in Aquarius, but they aren't conjunct. They both trine my Uranus and Libra. So I've had weird luck when it comes to everything. Romance, money. A possible astro combo for this person, and I feel like you're both parents. This could be a second, third marriage, perhaps. A possible astro combo for this person. Sun in Gemini. Moon in Cancer, Sagittarius rising. You could have Sun in Taurus, Cancer rising, Moon in Capricorn. Just possibilities, but I feel like you have really good synastry. I feel like when you first meet, it's a case of bad timing. There are things to work out here. But I'm seeing a very happy, successful marriage eventually for pile 3. Hope that helps. Thanks so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. Check out my numerous playlists, my zodiac readings, and my Patreon for in-depth tarot tutorials and astrology videos. Muchas gracias. And if you chose the Amethyst, Cuatro, pile 4, here is your reading. Starting with Swoon Cake Tarot, one of my mini decks available at makeplaincards.com. El Ermitaño, the Hermit. Dos de Oros, 2 of Pentacles. El Colgado, the Hanged Man. So we have the Virgo Pisces axis sandwiching 2 of Pentacles. That's beautiful. I feel like for a lot of you, you're going to be alone for a very long time, 3 years or longer before you manifest this relationship. You're going to have this time to really work on yourself, to reflect, to figure out what exactly you want to manifest in this relationship. The Morgan Greer Tarot. Ace of Rods, Ace of Wands, As de Bastos, 7 of Cups, Siete de Copas, Justice. And yes, you are going to get married. I mean, that was my intention when I decided to do this. Subscribers request, how will we meet? How will you meet the person you're going to marry? This could be a second, third marriage, doesn't matter. Whatever resonates. Samira May Tarot. Ace of Wands, again, so you could be meeting this person in Aries season, timeless reading, but Aries season begins in late March. The Devil, El Diablo, Knight of Cups, Caballo de Copas. This could be a blended family. You could both have kids from previous marriages, or you could have a child or children together. But I'm seeing instant infatuation. When you meet, it's very close to love at first sight. How are you going to meet? Queen of Cups, Reina de Copas, 4 of Swords, Cuatro de Espadas, 10 of Pentacles. Yes, you're definitely getting married and it's going to last. Diez de Oros. You meet at the horse races in the spring. But I don't go to the horse races. Okay. You're going to meet at a rock concert. I don't go to those. Queen of Wands, Reina de Bastos, 9 of Cups, my stomach. Nueve de Copas, 7 of Pentacles, Siete de Oros. You've had this long time alone. You've been alone for quite some time, reflecting, meditating. You're on some damn kind of spiritual path. Maybe you're like me and you don't get out of bed until you've meditated for at least half an hour. Maybe you're like me and you're starting to drink a gallon of water a day. Maybe you're like me and you have an earth, air dominant chart and you feel very enmeshed in the 3D and the 5D seems to elude you. A friend sent me mushrooms, the capsules, 2 different times, and I microdosed, and then I thought I was taking a trip, or I was going to embark on a trip, but no such luck. So I'm still somewhere in between microdose and taking a trip. I've not seen unicorns or whatever. So it's very hard for me to access the 5D. I only have Mercury and Pisces. That's all that I have for water. I do have a Cancer South node, and I have a Scorpio IC, but as far as actual planets, I have Mercury and Pisces, and that's it. So I do envy people who are easily able to access the 5D. I have really vivid dreams. In the 90s, I got a book on how to astral travel, and I did it once. I had a very vivid experience. Maybe I'll get back into that. I don't know. But I've got my crystals, I've got my cards, I've got Moldavite, and I'm very much here in the 3D. So, if you don't go to the horse races, if you don't go bowling, if you don't go to, I don't know, car shows, I don't know what to tell you, but I don't see you meeting this person online. So get off your phone. Don't do the dating apps. I mean, that's just a strong suggestion. I'm seeing physicality. This is very similar to pile 1. I see you meeting in the spring, Aries season to be specific. I don't know the year. It could be this year. Maybe it's 2022, 2023, 2024. You're both going to be on this spiritual path. You're going to resonate with each other. You're both into Reiki or tarot or whatever. You both meditate. Maybe you'll meet at a spiritual retreat, like that place in Costa Rica. There's one place that I want to go to where you go and you have the shaman experience. You have the guided ayahuasca experience. You could meet at a yoga studio. They do yoga at that retreat. They do yoga. They do smoothies. They do ayahuasca. It's a full experience. I don't know what I'm talking about. I've seen all kinds of videos at YouTube on these people who go to these different retreats and they have these amazing experiences. So good for them. But I'm seeing the sun. I'm sensing a lot of heat and this animal attraction, instant infatuation. You've manifested this. You had a very clear idea. You wrote a list in a journal. This is what I want my optimal life partner to have. They have this thing and this thing and this thing. Some people focus on physicality when they're making the list. I never really did. I focused more on energy. The most recent ex, that relationship ended for good, November 2016. Before I met him, I scribbled in a spiral notebook that I wanted to meet a Capricorn who had Mars and Sagittarius who liked to fish and dance. 2 weeks later, I met him. And the whole key to that, to manifestation, is detachment, letting go. You feel the desire while you're making the list, and you visualize. You see this person or a good idea of their energy, and then you just let it go. You don't dwell on it. You don't obsess over it. You don't just, you know, watch a lot of card readings or pay for card readings and get all aggro about it. You don't constantly check the calendar or your phone. You have to let go and let God, so to speak. That's how you're going to manifest this person. You have a clear idea of what you want, but then you let it go. You live your life. This person's super creative. Perhaps you are too. A possible astro combo for this person is Sun in Aries, Aquarius rising, Moon in Capricorn. That's just one possibility. I have to pee because I'm starting this new thing where I drink a gallon of water a day, and I've drank half the gallon so far. So I'm going to wrap it up, but very strong sexual attraction. You have things in common. You're on a similar spiritual path. You could have the Virgo Pisces opposition in your synastry. One of you has Virgo moon, one of you has Pisces moon, one of you has Mars and Virgo, one of you has Venus and Pisces, just examples. But this is really good. This is really yummy. It's going to be spiritual sex, you know, a meeting of the minds, and you have eye contact, the whole glorious buffet. That is what I see for pile 4. I hope that helps. Thanks so much for watching. And that does conclude this pick a card reading. Sending you all massive love and light from San Antonio.